When disaster strikes, store shelves empty in hours, not days. Most families realize they're unprepared when it's already too late. What if the next crisis hits tomorrow? Would you and your family survive the first 72 hours? In this video, we're breaking down the 17 urgent items the Red Cross says every household must have before the next disaster strikes. These aren't just suggestions. They're the difference between chaos and calm, between scrambling and surviving. We'll cover what's a stockpile, why each item is critical, and how to actually use them when systems fail. Welcome to Crisis Horizon, where we help you prepare for the unexpected before it's too late. If you value your family's safety, hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss life-saving information like this. Now let's dive into the items that could save your life. Let's start with the most critical element of survival, water. You can survive weeks without food, but only days without water. When disaster hits, clean water becomes scarce within hours. Everyone rushes to buy bottled water and store shelves empty instantly. But there's a solution most people overlook: water purification tablets. A single bottle of these tablets can purify up to 25 gallons of water. Think about that. You can transform rainwater, river water, or even swimming pool water into safe drinking water in just 30 minutes. These tablets use iodine or chlorine dioxide to eliminate bacteria, viruses, and most parasites. The best part? They have a shelf life of 5 years or more. That's a one-time investment that could literally save your life. During Hurricane Katrina, families who had water purification capabilities avoided dehydration and waterborne diseases while others suffered. The key is distribution. Don't just store one bottle in your emergency kit. Put tablets in every family member's bag, in your car, in multiple locations. When bottled water runs out, these tablets unlock access to billions of gallons of water all around you. Now let's talk about nutrition that lasts decades. Powdered milk is massively overlooked in emergency preparedness, and that's a huge mistake. Fresh milk spoils in about a week. Powdered milk, when stored properly, can last up to 20 years. It provides calcium, protein, and vitamin D, nutrients that are especially critical for children and the elderly. But powdered milk isn't just for drinking. You can use it to make pancakes, creamy soups, and protein-rich oatmeal. During a prolonged crisis, calcium deficiency leads to muscle cramps, insomnia, and weakened bones, which compounds every other survival challenge you're facing. Powdered milk also becomes a valuable bartering commodity when regular food supplies run low. Experts recommend storing at least 5 pounds per person to ensure several months of essential nutrition. Next up is rice, and there's a reason it's the world's most consumed grain. A 20-pound bag provides about 30,000 calories. That's enough to sustain one person for 2 weeks. White rice, when stored in airtight containers, remains perfectly edible for up to 30 years. Let that sink in. 30 years. Rice is gluten-free, easily digestible, and provides essential B vitamins. It requires only water and heat to prepare, and in a pinch, you can soak it in cold water if fuel is scarce. Here's something most people don't know. Rice water can serve as an oral rehydration solution for dehydration or diarrhea, which can be life-saving during a crisis. Experts recommend white rice over brown rice specifically because of the shelf life difference. Brown rice contains oils that cause it to go rancid much faster. Store at least 50 pounds per person, and you've got a foundation for long-term survival. Dried beans and legumes are the perfect companion to rice. A pound of dried beans expands to 6 cups when cooked. When you combine beans with rice, you get complete protein, all the amino acids your body needs. Beans are also high in fiber, iron, and folate, which support your digestive system and immune health during stressful times. Properly stored, dried beans last for decades. Some even say they improve with age. The key is variety. Stock black beans, pinto beans, chickpeas, lentils, and split beans. This prevents appetite fatigue, which is a real problem during extended emergencies. Lentils and split beans cook quickly, conserving precious fuel. Larger beans can even be sprouted to create fresh vegetables when produce is unavailable. Now let's talk about foods that require absolutely zero preparation. Peanut butter is nearly perfect for survival food. It's high in calories, protein, and healthy fats. A single jar contains over 6,000 calories, enough to sustain an adult for 3 days. You don't need water, you don't need heat, you don't need any preparation whatsoever. Peanut butter supports muscle maintenance, hormone production, and vitamin absorption. But there's another benefit people overlook: psychological comfort. During a crisis, familiar foods like peanut butter provide emotional stability, especially for children who are scared and confused. Store multiple jars
jars in different locations to ensure you always have access. Nuts and seeds are similar powerhouses. They provide protein, healthy fats, and essential minerals in a completely shelf-stable, no-prep package. Almonds, walnuts, flax seeds, Brazil nuts, and pumpkin seeds each offer unique benefits, from immune support to preventing muscle cramps caused by mineral deficiencies. They require no water or fuel, they're portable, and small portions satisfy hunger effectively. Mix them with dried fruits to create trail mixes for quick energy during survival tasks like securing your home or gathering supplies. Store varieties in airtight containers and rotate your stock to maintain freshness. Cooking oil is often forgotten, but it provides concentrated calories that enable food preparation methods impossible without it.
A single liter of cooking oil contains over 8,000 calories. That's massive energy density. Oil prevents food from sticking, it preserves herbs and vegetables, and in a pinch, it can even be used for oil lamps. Coconut oil stores for years and has natural antimicrobial properties. Olive oil offers heart-healthy fats. Vegetable oil maximizes calories per dollar spent. Store oils in cool, dark locations, and when you open a bottle, transfer it to smaller containers to minimize air exposure and prevent it from going rancid. Here's something critical that most people miss. You can stockpile all the canned goods in the world, but without a manual can opener, those cans are completely useless. Electric and battery-operated openers fail when the power goes out. A quality manual can opener works indefinitely. Military-grade models like the P-38 or P-51 are virtually indestructible and small enough to attach to a keychain. During past disasters, families without can openers resorted to dangerous methods, smashing cans with rocks, using knives that slipped and caused injuries. Don't let that be you. Store multiple openers throughout your supplies for redundancy. One in the kitchen, one in the emergency kit, one in your vehicle. And keep extras for bartering. When everyone else is struggling to open their food, you'll have leverage. Duct tape and plastic sheeting are the foundation of emergency shelter and repair. They can seal broken windows, create temporary shelters, repair damaged roofs, and even fashion emergency medical supplies. Plastic sheeting creates vapor barriers to keep out moisture, covers windows to retain heat, and forms the basis of emergency tents. But here's what makes these items truly critical: their medical applications. Duct tape can secure bandages when you run out of medical tape. It can immobilize fractures. Plastic sheeting becomes sterile wound covering for severe burns when proper medical supplies aren't available. Military-grade duct tape and 6mm plastic sheeting offer the durability and versatility you need. Store multiple rolls and sheets in various locations throughout your home and vehicles. When the grid goes down, batteries become the bridge between modern convenience and complete darkness. Lithium batteries last 10 to 15 years in storage. Alkaline batteries last 5 to 7 years. Every piece of emergency equipment you own, lighting, radio communication, medical devices, depends on battery power. Here's what you need to do. Inventory every single battery-dependent device you own. Then maintain triple redundancy for each battery type. Why 3? One set in the device, one backup set in storage, and one set for bartering or extended emergencies. Batteries become incredibly valuable during extended outages. Store them in cool, dry locations, separated by type to prevent accidental discharge, and rotate your stock annually. Darkness during a disaster isn't just inconvenient, it's dangerous and psychologically devastating. Quality LED flashlights provide hundreds of hours of light, but candles offer backup illumination that never needs batteries. Emergency lighting enables safe movement through your home, allows you to remain productive, and helps maintain normal circadian rhythms, which is crucial for mental health during crisis. A strategic lighting plan requires multiple types of lights: headlamps for hands-free work, lanterns for lighting group spaces, tactical flashlights that can double as self-defense tools, glow sticks for safe lighting around flammable materials. For candles, choose beeswax or soy varieties because they burn cleaner and last longer. Store a variety of lighting options for different needs and situations. A comprehensive first aid kit is more than just a box of bandages. It's a miniature emergency room. Minor injuries can become life-threatening infections without proper treatment. Your first aid supplies should include trauma shears for cutting clothing away from wounds, sterile gauze in multiple sizes, surgical tape, and thermometers to monitor for fever and infection. Prescription medications require special attention. Maintain a 90-day rotating supply, always using the oldest stock first and refilling before you run out. Include over-the-counter medications like antidiarrheals for food poisoning or contaminated water, anti-inflammatories for pain and swelling, antibiotic ointments to prevent infection, and antihistamines for allergic reactions.
Here's something critical. Include a waterproof first aid manual. When internet access fails and you can't Google how to treat a wound or injury, that manual becomes invaluable. It could mean the difference between proper treatment and making a fatal mistake. Vitamins and supplements might seem optional, but micronutrient deficiency can quickly compound every other survival challenge you face. A comprehensive multivitamin provides insurance against deficiencies in vitamin C, which supports immune function, vitamin D, which most people are already deficient in, and B vitamins, which are essential for energy production and mental clarity. Specific supplements address crisis-specific health needs. Probiotics support gut health when you're eating unfamiliar preserved foods. Electrolyte supplements prevent dangerous dehydration during physical exertion in hot weather. Quality matters significantly here. Choose third-party tested brands that use bioavailable forms your body can actually absorb. Store supplements in their original bottles with moisture-absorbing packets. Keep them in cool, dark locations and rotate your stock before expiration dates. Don't forget to consider child-specific vitamins if you have young family members. Now, let's talk about sanitation, because here's a sobering fact. Sanitation breakdown kills more disaster victims than the initial event itself. Unscented bleach is a versatile survival tool that purifies water, disinfects surfaces, and sanitizes medical instruments.
For water purification, use 8 drops per gallon of clear water or 16 drops for cloudy water. Let it sit for 30 minutes before drinking. Bleach also prevents disease transmission when sanitation systems fail. 1 tablespoon per gallon of water creates a disinfecting solution for surfaces contaminated with bodily fluids or food waste. Here's an important note. Regular bleach degrades after about a year, losing its effectiveness. But pool shock, calcium hypochlorite, stores indefinitely and can be used to make fresh bleach solution whenever you need it. Personal hygiene items are non-negotiable health necessities. Bar soap is the single most important hygiene item you can store. It lasts indefinitely and prevents the spread of disease more effectively than any other single item. Stock toothpaste, feminine hygiene products, and toilet paper in quantities that will last months, not weeks. Consider reusable alternatives for long-term sustainability. Menstrual cups and cloth pads offer solutions that don't depend on continued supply chains. Bidet attachments and family cloth systems are toilet paper alternatives, though these require a mindset shift that's better adopted before crisis strikes, not during it. The smart strategy is to stock traditional supplies while simultaneously learning and preparing sustainable alternatives. Information becomes survival currency during disasters. A battery-powered or hand-crank radio receives emergency broadcasts when internet and cell towers fail. NOAA weather radios provide continuous emergency information, weather alerts, and official instructions from authorities. This information tells you when it's safe to leave your home, where emergency shelters are located, and what threats are still active. Two-way radios enable family coordination when cell phones die. If you have family members at work, school, or separated during a crisis, two-way radios let you communicate and coordinate meetup points. Power considerations matter significantly. Solar and hand crank models never need batteries, but battery-powered units typically offer better reception. Choose based on your specific needs and store radios in electromagnetic impulse-resistant containers if you're concerned about that threat. Finally, let's talk about something most people completely overlook: cash and small bills. When power grids fail, electronic payment systems die instantly. Credit cards, debit cards, mobile payment apps, all completely useless. Only physical cash maintains value for immediate transactions. Small bills are absolutely essential. During chaos, vendors can't make change. If you hand someone a $100 bill for a $20 item, you're either paying the full $100 or not getting the item at all. Exact payment with small bills maximizes your purchasing power and ensures you can actually buy what you need. Distribute cash throughout various locations: your emergency kit, hidden spots in your home, your vehicle. Vacuum seal packages to protect against water damage. Experts suggest storing at least 1 month's expenses in cash, including coins for vending machines that might still operate during brief power outages. These 17 items represent the difference between helplessness and preparedness. Supply chain analysts are warning that current inventory levels can't handle another panic buying event. When the next crisis hits, these items will vanish in hours, not days.
Start by inventorying what you already have. Identify your gaps and prioritize the most urgent items based on your specific situation and location. Remember to distribute supplies across multiple locations for redundancy. If your home becomes inaccessible, you need supplies in your vehicle or another location. Rotate your stock regularly, using older items for daily needs while maintaining fresh reserves for emergencies. And critically, educate your family. Make sure everyone knows how to use each item, from water purification tablets to first aid supplies. The window for comfortable and affordable preparation is closing. Don't wait until disaster strikes to realize what you're missing. If this video opened your eyes to preparedness gaps you need to fill, smash that like button and subscribe to Crisis Horizon for more life-saving strategies. Your future self and your family will thank you for taking action today.